Are your SaaS pitches falling flat no matter how many solutions you showcase? Here's the hard truth. Nobody cares about your features, your solutions. They care about their problems. In this video, I'm going to show you why selling solutions is dead in 2025 and how you can close more deals just by doing one thing differently. That is selling the problem. And why this works? Because this is the same methodology that we have used for our clients to book demo calls with massive companies like Walmart, Zendesk, HP, Motorola, and many more. And the results? They speak for themselves. Stick around because I'll also share the top strategies that most of the SaaS companies use to crush their sales target. And for a quick reference, my name is Moise Khurram and I'm the founder and the CEO of Leadamax. We're a B2B SaaS focused agency who solely focus on Martech. That's it. And how we operate, we first target the ICP, then we get leads, to replies, to demo calls, and eventually help you close out those big numbers that is the finalized deals. So without further ado, let's begin. Alright, now onto the screen, and this is going to be the exact framework you're going to use to implement that into your system and watch your SaaS sales cross through the roof. So it's going to be from cold to closed. And I personally call this strategy as poke the beer strategy that basically closes more deals. So basically you want to target that problem. Instead of just bragging and speaking about our features, our solution, we basically want to target their problem. Every single person who will basically book a demo call with you is actually going to be discussing their problem. So you want to target that. If you actually understand the prospect, then they will surely want to know more about your product, and there's a high probability that they'll basically close the deal out with you. So why this works? Because this is the same methodology. We normally target the problem, and based on that, we basically present the solution. And this is the same methodology we've used from our clients to book demo calls with multiple organizations. And as you can clearly see, AT&T, Motorola, DocuSign, Walmart, and many more. And here are some proof of results. And I've also bleeped up the names and the job titles because of the privacy purposes, but you can clearly see it. Yep, so I'll just zoom that in. I would like to connect with you and understand more about the capabilities of your product. Please let me know if there are particular times during the week for a good Zoom call. Nike and Liberty Mutual, Motorola, right? You can clearly see that, and many more. All right, I'll not take much of your time. We're just going to dive deeper into the strategies. So why selling features doesn't work? All right, so these are the common pitfalls that most of the B2B SaaS companies normally fall in. First of the point is actually going to be overwhelming, right? You basically present too many features at once that can eventually leave your prospect confused or lost. What I mean by that is basically when you present your product, when you present your service or your software out in the market, you basically tell that we are the perfect software that you can eventually use. And speaking about the pitfalls, you basically, even in the replies, even in the demo calls, you don't want to basically first just get on the call and just tell about your product, tell about all the features. You basically want to ask what are the problems you're facing at the moment and present the solutions. Let's take a quick example. I normally use QuickMail for outreach, and they've got LinkedIn as well as email outreach. However, I hop on a demo call with them and they basically talk about their email feature, but I'm most probably interested in LinkedIn feature. And that is not where we actually want the conversation to go. The SaaS companies, they simply shut down because they can't see the value in the noise, right? So that's the whole point. And as I've told you previously, generic, right? Your pitches, every single detail about your SaaS product is too generic because features don't always speak to the unique needs of your prospects. And that is the whole point. It's really straightforward. If you talk about the features, as I've stated previously, if you talk about the features that actually resonates with them, then there's a high probability of you closing that specific deal. However, if you actually don't follow these structures, your pitch basically feels like it's for everyone. So it resonates with nobody, right? So that's the whole point. Thirdly, forgettable. Features don't create memorable or emotional connections. The reason I would say forgettable, because when you hop on a demo call, you actually want to target their pain points. You basically want to poke the beer, right? As I've stated previously, you want to poke the beer. And based on that, you want to dive deeper. Why exactly your product is the perfect solution? Do they even need your product? Do they even need your software? So if you don't actually create a memorable or emotional connections, for example, crack a joke, crack a really nice joke, or even talk about their problem in terms of what exactly issue they're facing, and based on that present your solution, right? So the result would actually going to be, if you don't follow that, without a compelling problem, your prospects forget you as soon as they walk away. However, the fourth point wasn't included for some reason. That was on the main document. No worries, I've actually cut that out. So the power of selling problems. So selling problems basically flips the script. It makes the prospects question their status. It basically makes them if they should even choose a software, and if so, if you basically present your software, your SaaS as a really good option or solution for that problem, then the probability of closing the deals is really high. So for a bad question would actually be like, most of the sales team or SDRs they normally speak something like, how's your CRM working for you? Really bad, right? So for a good question will actually be, how do you know your CRM isn't causing missed opportunities because of manual errors? See, you notice the difference? The first one is like really generic. The second one makes them uneasy and basically pokes the bear. It basically questions them what exactly they're using at the moment, is even the right choice to basically go for it. And I've also made a couple of videos on how exactly you can make email copies, automated email copies through Claygen, through OpenAI. The link will also be in the description, or you can just see it either here or there. You can just see it and even watch that one as well. So that being said, moving on. So for real world examples, for marketing automation tool, a bad example would actually be, do you need better automation? No, you don't want to sound like that. You basically want to ask something like, how do you know your leads aren't dropping off before even hitting your nurture campaigns? So this one actually sounds like more salesy. You want to feel the prospect's emotion, step into the shoes and just see what exactly they're feeling. And based on that, you want to present your solution. Customer data platform. So a bad one would be like, do you like your data strategy? And a good one, what's your plan if fragmented data is costing you thousands in personalization errors? See, it basically talks about money as well. It really depends on that. It really depends on the niche you're actually targeting. And based on that, you can easily make a really compelling subject line or even a question, right? So retention SaaS, a bad one would be like, what's your churn rate? It's too straightforward. It basically doesn't allow us to create emotional connection, right? So based on the retention SaaS, what's your churn rate, right? So a good one would be, how are you preventing churn from silently eating into your ARR? I would say that's kind of no-brainer question, and it really makes the prospect to question themselves. So always ask the prospect, always ask the customer, what exactly is their problem? Frame it around their potential risks or missed opportunities, and just end with curiosity and just let them ask you how to fix it. Because you want to make prospects question them. What they're following is wrong and what you're offering is really good. But you don't want to sound straightforward. You actually want to make it like, just question them and make them realize that what they're following is completely wrong, right? So this is going to be the special gift for Martech B2B SaaS companies. Link will be in description for this whole document. This is special for Martech people and Martech companies because I personally work with B2B Martech SaaS clients, and that's it. I basically get them results based on the results I've shown you previously. This is the same automation format we normally use and the framework we use for our clients, right? So on and so forth. It goes on way beyond, right? It's really detailed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And yep, really important point, if you also want the personalized cold email template, that actually includes a prompt as well for Martech B2B SaaS, and it's like really detailed. This is the prompt you need to enter into the Claygen and you'll basically get results, right? If you also want it, link will be in description. And there you have it. Ditch the pitch, sell the problem, and watch your SaaS sales cross through the roof. And hopefully you found the video helpful. If so, make sure to subscribe, and you can also book a free strategy session with me. Link will be in description. You can check that out, and in that call we'll basically discuss what's your product, what are the problems you're facing, and how exactly we can drive a perfect solution to overcome those challenges. So make sure to subscribe and check out the calendar link. It's in description. And for Martech SaaS companies, the document is also in description. You can simply download it, and believe me, it's really valuable. It will surely help you out, and if so, let me know in the comments.